All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to why these black Virginian voters are all in for a second Trump term. Let's jump in.
From a key voting bloc, black voters. According to data this week from Pew Research Center, 77% of black voters support Harris compared
Man,
to
that's high.
64% who backed Biden in July. Trump's support among black voters is unchanged at around 13%. Now, this comes as the former president is trying to appeal more to the black community, a group that has long and overwhelmingly backed Democrats. CNN's Ellie Reeves spent time recently in Virginia at a shop selling Trump merchandise that's run by a black woman.
Every woman ought to have one of these. It's one of those things that when people see one, then they want one. Same thing with the Confederate hat. You know why? Because people don't think you have the nerve to do it.
Joanne Price runs a Trump store in Christiansburg, Virginia.
When Joe Biden announced he wouldn't run for president again, was there any part of you who felt a pull to vote for Harris?
No, absolutely not. I would not vote for either one of them. I would not vote Democrat ticket, no way. This is a white privilege card. And this is just a play. It just says this card trumps everything, and it gives a barrier, happiness and success because of the color of the skin.
And who buys that?
White people.
Okay.
It's funny.
And then when you give it to a state trooper, they'll let you go. Won't write you a ticket.
You think so?
I've experienced it. Yeah.
Wait, really?
And then he said, okay, he laughed at it and gave it back to me and did not write me a ticket.
This actually happened at least once elsewhere. In 2022, a woman claimed Alaska police let her go without a ticket when she flashed a white privilege card instead of a driver's license.
It's humorous to us, you know. It really is. It's humorous to the average American here.
Yeah, 2-1, he was a Republican too.
Trump has been working to appeal to black voters, and polls showed some success when Biden was still in the race, but have since gone down.
The Trump campaign this year has made a big effort to reach out to black voters. What do you think of their efforts?
I think their efforts are succeeding tremendously. All the things that have happened to President Trump, the attacks on him, have done nothing more than strengthen black people's connection to him, because now he's someone who is the target of a struggle, and they have always felt that they've been a target. I did prison ministries for 5 years, so, you know, if you're a convicted felon and then somebody else is a convicted felon, there's a camaraderie there.
Donald Trump attacked Kamala Harris, questioning her racial identity. She's black.
Promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black. And
It was true. I don't know why CNN had to pretend like this is not true. Like they said, no, it's not that she's black because she's Jamaican ancestry. Like what that has to do with anything being a black American? Like these people are so insane. CNN is the reason Kamala Harris seems to be ahead. It's just propaganda, folks. You have these news outlets basically doing the campaign for her.
now she wants to be known as black.
He's acknowledged his commentary has provoked mixed reactions. Price is just one person and not a swing voter. But we were curious what she made of his comments, given that she's a black woman and fervent Trump supporter and former local Republican Party chair.
How do you make sense of how Trump talks about Vice President Kamala Harris? That he sort of suggests that he doesn't understand her biracial background, that first she was Indian and then she was black. What do
I
you
don't
make
understand
of that?
it either. She's Indian and she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Is she black?
I mean, do you not think she's black?
Oh,
Is she?
there you go. You see how she just asked that question back? That's a whole old school tactic, old sales school tactic. You always ask the question with another question.
Was she born here?
Yes.
Yes. Were her parents citizens? No.
Okay. But we have birthright citizenship in America.
Mm-hmm. We call that anchor.
People can't immigrate here and not be citizens, but have green cards and work permits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without
Yeah, that's true. However, she can claim to be black because of her Jamaican father. You know, that's her right. We're a melting pot. You know, because I basically have a combination in my family as well.
How do you reconcile that? Like, you have a history of blended family in your family. How do you reconcile that with Trump seeming to not understand how
He's
Kamala
too dumb.
Harris could
Yeah,
have a blended
yeah.
family?
It's that Trump is too dumb. You see what I'm saying? No, Trump cannot understand it because he's too dumb. He's too dumb, which is a pure projection of the lady asking the question. She does not understand it. She's not black. She's not black. She, the little girl here with the little glasses, does not understand it. But of course, she had to project it.
Herself, she could have a blended family. What I'm saying is his comments about that, I think he's making a point. And, you know, I'm not so disturbed by that.
But what is the point he's making?
The point he's making simply is that she is not a black person.
There were
True.
some mixed views on the idea of a woman president.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, may I say this, and hopefully that you ladies won't get offended. But because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, there will never be an elected woman, whether she's black or white, that would occupy the White House that God would ever stand behind.
That's a good
I'm
point.
not sure America's quite ready for female leadership. It would be wonderful to have a female president if and when one arises that has conservative values that are going to lead the nation in prosperity.
Did Joe Biden dropping out change your view of the election at all?
Oh, it surely did. I think she's going to be worse than Joe. I just don't think she has the experience. I think she was only chosen because she was a woman.
He has
That's
been
true.
mocked, scrutinized, slandered, dragged into court. This man is still standing, and he's standing
That's strength.
strong because
That's literally strength, folks. That's strength.
he knows that he was chosen. He's our David.
Oh my God,
Valerie, you've joined
this is
us
rough.
now. I'm wondering what you heard from other customers in the store.
Well, as much as identity politics was rebuked by the merchandise there, identity was still really important to the people I spoke to. For example, one younger man told me that he didn't like Harris because she was for city people who had office jobs, whereas Trump was for blue-collar people like him.
And how
Wow.
did you meet the woman who runs the store?
What the hell was
I met her
that?
about 6 months ago in Virginia. She told me this story of wearing a Confederate flag swimsuit on the beach and how so many people had come up to her. She realized she'd missed a marketing opportunity. Obviously, I wanted to talk to her about what she thought about Harris's nomination, but she wasn't going to budge on that. And of course, polls show that she is not in the majority among black women. Even a black woman who was our taxi driver on the story could not stop raving about how much she loved Kamala Harris.
Crazy, huh? Crazy. And she has to say that because she's telling Kamala Harris campaign, hey, just to let you know, hey, black people still have to your support. Crazy. Crazy. But we got this. We have to keep doing work. Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.